Can you guess the English word here? What could
Friend.
Freund mean? Yeah,
Friend.
richtig, friends. Die Freunde, that is friends. Kollegen is colleagues, and ich is I. So which means the chapter will revolve around friends, colleagues, and me, like yourself. So which means it can be, the name is Freunde. Yeah, Freunde, Kollegen und ich. Yeah, so die Freunde, it's a plural word. That means the friends. Then we have die Kollegen. That is again colleagues. Yeah, colleagues. And ich is, you know. So this chapter will revolve around friends, colleagues, and me. So somewhere you can see it's about your work life. It's about friends, so which means some sort of time pass activity like that. And ish means about yourself. So was machen wir hier? Wir machen Nummer 1. Was machen die Leute gern? Die Leute, that means people. Die Leute, that is people. And you have the question here. Was machen die Leute gern? What does these people like to do? So now, after this chapter, or in this chapter, you would learn to talk about your hobbies. Yeah. Über hobby expression. We would love to, or we would be able to talk about our hobbies. We would be able to talk about the weekdays. How do we talk about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that? How do we talk about our Arbeit? Arbeit is work, Beruf is job, and somehow. And we will also learn something like in the numerical section. So we will do that afterwards. The first page is concerned about the hobbies. So what you need to do here is, there is a Huron exercise, that means a listening exercise. But before we begin with the Huron, I would like you to see the pictures and the words that we have here in German. Try to read the word. I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes, and try to also find out the English meaning. Find out means you need not to use any dictionary here. Just with the photo and help of the word, try to guess the English meaning. For example, the first word that we have, we can see a camera and we can see a photo of a flower. And the activity that is written here is what? Sana, would you be able to pronounce it? Break the word in 3 parts and let me know.
Yes, ma'am. It should be photographieren.
Very good. It's fotografieren. And what do you think fotografieren can be?
Photography.
To photography, Rishtish. So fotografieren, that means to take photos. So this is a hobby. So similarly, read the words or read the pictures, read the hobbies that we have here. I'm giving you 5 minutes time. Do it, try to decode the English one, and then we will listen to the Huron and we'll find out the answers for what these people like to do in their free time. Do it. Okay, so I was saying that this is a book I got. It's bit little ill printed. That means somehow it's little ill printed, but then it would make the work. Yeah. So Ashwin, by the time you get the book, I'll send you this. This would make your work easier. Yeah. Good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I will send this to you. Okay, I'm sharing it to the group. People, you guys can take a look at it. It's little ill printed, not the printing is not proper. It's a new book, that's why they have not found the correct version yet. Let me know when you're done. We can discuss them.
I'm done with the words.
Okay. Yeah. Could you able to read the words yourself, Samriddhi?
All of the words?
Yeah, like most of them.
Okay. Photographier,
Okay.
singen.
Okay, warten. Before I proceed further, there is some German word I need to tell you because I've been using it and you should know. Warten, when I say warten, that means to wait. Yeah. When I say bitte lesen Sie, lesen means to read. Yeah. So you need to understand that ma'am is asking to read something. Yeah. Lesen Sie is lesen Sie. And then warten. Warten is to wait. It's a verb in German. It's a regular verb in German. And then yeah, ein Moment, I already told you. So yeah, two words, fotografieren has been said by Sana. So Samriddhi, you would read zwei and drei. That is zwei and drei. So
Okay.
noch einmal zwei.
Singen.
Are you sure it's singen?
Yes, because up there was the word Kollegin. So you said it's not pronounced again. It's
Yeah,
Kollegin.
that's fine. But I'm talking about S part.
Singen.
Yeah, singen.
Singen.
Richtig.
Singen.
Yeah, it's singen. Okay, dann Nummer drei.
Koshen.
Okay, the first I would say pronunciation that I asked you to guess while having ch was kosher.
Ko.
So
Koken.
kochen, very good. Yeah, kochen. It's kochen. Kochen and zingen. Zingen and kochen, both of them are regular verb. Zingen means to sing. It's a hobby. Zingen, that means to sing. And then kochen, you did this in the regular
To
verb
cook.
part. That means to cook. Yeah, richtig. So zingen is to sing and kochen is to cook. Very good. Yeah. Now, Ashwin, the next two words, please. Fear on fumes.
Schwimmen,
Yeah, schwimmen.
reisen.
Okay. Very good. Schwimmen and reisen. So could you guess the English word for that too as well, Ashwin?
Schwimmen is to swim.
Yeah.
Reisen, to sit. Guessing.
Reisen to sit. Anybody? Anything for reisen? Could you guess the other two?
Travel.
Yeah, Rishtish. Swimmen to swim. Reisen to travel. Yeah, Rishtish. Reisen to travel. Great. Now, Sana, the next two, please.
Yes, ma'am. Tanzen means to dance and
Mhm.
joggen means to jog.
Yeah, Rishtish. Okay. How many of you think it is joggen?
I
Or
think it's
anybody have
jogging.
any other?
It's a joggen, I think, not joggen. Joggen.
Okay, now another thing that you need to remember that the German word that is similar or like very similar to that of English, for example, jogging and joggen, they're like some sort of similar, not a completely different. So for these words, these are called fremd words. Fremd means foreign words, not exactly in German. They has been taken from somewhere. So we don't change the complete pronunciation. So in this case, we will keep it joggen. We will not make it joggen. Joggen. Yeah, joggen, because joggen is somehow similar to English. You might not know which exactly you need to keep the in which pronunciation won't change much. So you need to remember it. Joggen sounds like the pronunciation of joggen is joggen, no joggen, and joggen means to jog.
Can you repeat what the word for foreign? Fremdish.
What Ashwin?
The word for foreign you said, no? Fremdish.
Foreign is Fremdsprache. Foreigner, okay, whenever you see the word for language, foreign language, you can find the word Fremdsprache. So Fremdsprache means foreign language. And only the word Fremd means foreign. Fremd is foreign. So tanzen, to dance, and joggen, to jog. Very good. Samriddhi, again 2 words, please.
Music hören. That means listening to the music. And ins Kino gehen. I think
Okay,
that
just one
means
thing.
watching a movie.
Okay, in skino, okay, fine, that's correct. Just one thing. Is it music, Samriddhi? Is it umlaut? Why are you calling it music?
Musik.
Very good. Very good. It's Musik hören. That's German. It's Musik hören. That means to listening to music. Ins Kino gehen means to going to cinema. Going to cinema. So there are again 2 words, 2 hobbies that you have learned here. First is Musik hören. Hören means to listen, remember? And Musik is your music. I meant this soll, yeah, that's Musik hören. Okay. That means to listen to music. And the last word was ins Kino gehen. That means to go to the cinemas. Yeah. Any other thing that we have remaining in this, Sana?
One last word. Lesson.
Lesen.
Lesson.
Lesen is to read. Yeah. Now in this lesen thing, you can write, or you can like, for example, if you are a book reader, so you can say book is called Bücher. Book is called okay, let me talk. Das Buch. That is a singular way to call a book, and the plural form is die Bücher. So for example, if you are if you really like to read books, you can say, okay, we'll talk about how do we talk about our hobbies, then I'll tell you how do we use lesen with books. And for example, novel. So first of all, understand lesen means to read. Yeah, now we will see. So these were the hobbies that we had in the book: Reisen, Kochen, Schwimmen, Lesen, Musik hören, und dann ins Kino gehen, and then. So now your work is that you will be listening to a tutor wherein 3 people would talk about their hobbies.
Can I ask a doubt?
Yeah, Ashwin?
What is gehen?
Gehen.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Gehen is to go. It's a word. Gehen is a regular verb. I think gehen was in the list, guys.
In
Do
skino
you remember? In skino gehen, gehen is to go. I didn't tell this word because I thought it was in the given list, the list that I gave you for regular verbs. Gehen means to go.
So.
Maybe. Samriddhi and Sana, are you not sure gehen was there?
Not sure.
No. Then okay, then thank you for the question, Ashwin. Gehen means to go. Yeah. In
So will be
skino
gates
gehen,
and
kino.
all like the
Yeah.
do gates then.
Yeah, Rishtish, very good. Very good. Das Kino is the cinema. So the conjugation would be ich gehe, du gehst, sie ist was? Sie ist?
Gate.
Okay.
Gate, very good. Wir gehen, then sie again nochmals gehen und ihr geht. So this is a conjugation for gehen. So this I did, rest of the words you will do as a homework. So right now we will just focus on that what these 3 people have there as their hobby. Emily, Boris, and Effa. So let's see. I need to play the audio, so I'll do that. And you need to understand. Okay, 9. Yeah, here. So the audio number is what? The audio number is 11. Okay, 14 bis 16. Okay, that's 14 bis 16. So let's see. 14 bis 16. 14, yeah, 14. So let's hear for the first person, that is Emily.
A.
Hallo Emily, ich mache ein Interview über Hobbys. Was machst du gern?
Also, ich schwimme gern und ich jogge oft, besonders im Sommer.
Understood? Shall I play it again?
Yeah, the beginning.
Okay. Remember, even if you don't understand the whole thing, just try to focus at which word she would pick up from here. Joggen, schwimmen, gehen, ins Kino gehen, like that. Just pick up the word.
A.
Hallo Emily, ich mache ein Interview über Hobbys. Was machst du gern?
Also, ich schwimme gern und ich jogge oft, besonders im Sommer.
Okay, so what does she like to do? Samriddhi, what did you hear?
One is
Schwimmen. Uh-huh.
and jogging.
Very good. So schwimmen is already given in your book. So ich schwimme gern. So she just conjugated the word with ich. Ich schwimme gern. And then ich jogge oft. I also jog. Yeah. So that was schwimmen and joggen for Emily. Now for Boris, I would be requiring the answer from Ashwin. If Ashwin gives a wrong answer, then we'll proceed to Sana or Samriddhi, and the last answer will be given by Sana. So let's see next audio. 15. Yeah, here.
B.
Hallo Boris.
Hallo Maja.
Sag mal Boris, liest du gern?
Ja, sehr. Und ich reise auch gern mit meinen Freunden.
Und gehst du gern ins Kino?
Nein, nicht so gern.
Okay, noch einmal, ich spiele das.
B.
Hallo Boris.
Hallo Maja.
Sag mal Boris, liest du gern?
Ja, sehr. Und ich reise auch gern mit meinen Freunden.
Und gehst du gern ins Kino?
Nein, nicht so gern.
Yeah, Ashwin, did you hear?
Yeah, he said he's reading a book, talking to a friend, but he doesn't want to go to the cinema.
Okay, and?
He doesn't want to go to the cinema.
Okay, he doesn't want to go to cinema. Okay, Rishtish, anything else? Apart from Lazen and he doesn't want to go to cinemas?
He's talking to a friend.
Uh-huh. There is another activity that he talked about. Apart from reading, I love to do this.
Only these three.
3. Okay. Anybody else? Apart from reading, what did he say? Okay, kein Problem. Listen to it here again.
B.
Hallo Boris.
Hallo Maja.
Sag mal Boris, liest du gern?
Ja, sehr. Und ich reise auch gern mit meinen Freunden.
Und ich dash auch gern. What is? Anybody?
Reisen.
Yeah. Ich reise auch gern. Richtig. So ich reise auch gern. So Boris likes to read and he likes to travel. And then last he said, aber ich gehe nicht gern in Kino. That's what he doesn't like to go to Kino. Okay, good.
Reise and Reda,
yeah.
I got confused.
Nine, it is Ryzen. Yeah. They won't make it difficult by giving you a word that is not given in the example. So they would be picking something from the examples only. That's why I did the examples first.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Ryzen. Okay, the last one, Sana, it's on you. So you have to find out for FR.
C.
Hey Eva.
Hallo Maja.
Du Eva, was machst du eigentlich gern?
Ja, also, ich fotografiere sehr gern. Zum Beispiel Freunde, Kollegen, Leute. Und am Wochenende tanze ich gern.
Okay, so was macht FR gern? Was macht FR gern? Sana?
I didn't get it. I only understood one word.
Okay, what was the word?
Photograph. That is photography.
Yeah, Rishtish, very good. Photographier again. Apart from photographier, you didn't get it. Okay, let me play it again. And then I'll have the
C.
answer.
Hey Eva.
Hallo Maja.
Du, Eva, was machst du eigentlich gern?
Ja, also ich fotografiere sehr gern. Zum Beispiel Freunde, Kollegen, Leute. Und am Wochenende tanze ich gern.
Okay, so now she photographed again, and anybody else? The other thing that she talked about?
Dancing.
Yeah, tanze ich sehr gern. Tanze ich sehr gern. Yeah. Okay. So for the first one, Emily, it was schwimmen, and I think schwimmen. And what was the second answer? I forgot.
Jogging.
Yeah, schwimmen und joggen, richtig. For Boris, it was lesen and reisen. I think yeah, lesen and reisen. And for Eva, it was tanzen and fotografieren. Now, the question is, how do we talk about our hobbies? What sentences do we need to?
Something about spielen with with colleagues.
No, for Eva.
Yeah.
Okay, Effa said that when the lady asked her, was magst du gern? So Effa antwortet, dass ich fotografiere gern. Zum Beispiel Freunde, Kollegen, Leute. That means she was talking about whom she likes to photograph. So friends, Kollegen, and Leute, that is people.
Okay.
That's how she was saying.
She didn't tell anything about
Okay.
spielen.
Nine. There was nothing spielen in here. Okay, now the question is, how do we talk about our hobbies? So as you know, these all are verbs and they need to conjugate it in order to make sentences. If you're talking about yourself, then you would conjugate it with ish. Zum Beispiel, let me talk about myself first. And this sentence shall be included in your introduction part after this lesson. Because we are not talking about our hobbies in the, like we only say spielen gern. So apart from spielen, you can also add something about your hobby. So you would say, let's start with myself. So I like to sing and cook a lot. So I would say, ich singe sehr gern. I like to sing. And then when you talk about your next hobby, you would say, und koche ich auch gern. Koche ich auch gern. And I like to cook as well. Yeah, I like to cook as well.
Can
So,
you
ich singe sehr gern.
gern and gehen, can you pronounce that?
Gehen, it's gehen. Gehen. And gern is gern.
Okay.
Gern. Gern. We call it gern. And then it is gehen. Both one is adverb, this alike, it's basically an adjective, and sometimes it works an adverb, and gehen is verb. Remember that. Okay, now the question is, this is so you talk about, for example, if I ask Sana, the question when you want to ask somebody about hobby, you can have a lot of questions, but we'll discuss two questions here. Was machen Sie gern? If you want to ask somebody in formal, you would say was machen Sie gern? Or you can say was magst du gern? What do you like to do? So this is the formal version. The second one is the informal version. So for example, Sana, I'm asking you, was magst du gern? So you talk about your hobby.
Ich singe sehr gern.
Du singst auch. You sing also.
I like to sing, but I might not be able to sing well, but yeah, I like.
Okay, great. That means you have a inclination towards singing. Good. That's good to know. Yeah, so was machen Sie gern? So Sana macht oder Sana singt gern. She likes to sing. Okay, now Samriddhi, was magst du gern?
Ich fotografieren sehr gern.
Sehr gut. Ich fotografiere sehr gern. She likes to do photography. Okay, you like to photograph, like photography. Good. And Ashwin, was magst du gern?
Let's spiel again.
Okay, ich spiele gern. Was spielen Sie gern? What do you like to play?
Shah.
Games.
Fußball. Shah.
Okay, ich spiele gern, zum Beispiel. Okay, there is a word in German. It is a word for example. What this is written as this short form, and the word is zum Beispiel. This is a word, and we normally write it at ZB. ZB. Ein Moment. So this is zum Beispiel. So when if you're talking about something, but if you like to give example
no.
for a zum Beispiel.
But it's the letters S, right? Z, S, S,
Yeah.
S.
Yeah.
So
Which S?
the double one is asset, right? The B is asset.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it stands for zum Beispiel.
Yeah. We for example, we write it as for example. So for example is written as EG, right? We do it like this. But the full form is for example. Similarly, we
Okay.
write it in the short form as ZB, but the full form is zum Beispiel. It is not B, it's S basically. Zum Beispiel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, ein Moment. Das ist not book. That is book. Es tut mir leid. Okay. So I was telling you, for example, if I want to talk something, but I would like to give an example for it. For example, I would say like this. Ich koche sehr gern. I like to cook. Zum Beispiel. And now I'll give example of what I would like to cook. For example, zum Beispiel Nudeln und spaghetti. That is spaghetti. It's also a type of noodle. So if you want to talk by giving some examples, then you can use zum Beispiel. That's how it works. And you can see this word anywhere in your book. It's a very common word, so you might find everywhere in your book. You need to remember it's a zum Beispiel. Okay. Now, okay, I do one thing. Okay, let's do that here. I'm looking for a sentence that I would give you and you would make a question out of it. But then before I tell you that, okay, warten. Maybe I have something in mind. Wait. Nine. Okay, this is okay, it has got Dane, and Dane we are not learning right now, so I cannot give you. And there was a good thing. Okay, kein Problem. What do we do? Okay. Shall we do the German? Okay, I'll before we proceed further, because there are some words in English and in German also. For example, I'll give you one word that is Damen. So German dictionary is one such dictionary in which for a single word you might find 10 or more than 10 meanings. So once you start learning a few words, it would become a little bit confusing to figure out the correct meaning of something. Yeah, for example, in the given example, I'll talk you about it here. Now, this thing, zum Beispiel, or let's talk about Damen, I'll talk later on, zum Beispiel. Now, okay. In many where, if you could see, no, this is not views. Yeah, in many places, if you could see that zum Beispiel, if you just write down this word in I don't know if you have got the dictionary with yourself or not, but I'll write it here and I'll show you how exactly it becomes. Now, maybe, okay, so do it like this way. Yeah. So I'll write the word Damen in the dictionary, and the word that I'll get for the Damen word is ladies. Yeah. Now, Frau. So what happens with Frau? So Frau is again a word for lady. Now the question is, what to use, Frau or a Damen? So the question is, the answer is that one is obsolete. Obsolete means that we used to use a little earlier. Yeah, that is Damen. But in many instances, for example, if you see a formal letter, you can find that if you are addressing to a lady, you are generally using the word Damen. But normally in the normal conversation, we always use the word Frau. So similarly, I have got another example here which you might find a little difficulty. Yeah, so what happened in the last, not when German was like building. So as you know, this letter, yeah, this letter was invented as B because it was as B. But over the time, what happened? B has got its another meaning, and this became S. Yeah. So there are many words in German which you won't see in often, but you might find. Yeah, you might find. I'll share a book with you, which is basically for a vocabulary building. So in that book, it's like a dictionary. So you might find a word, or I would say a word basically that is containing this thing, but it will mean as B, not S. So in that context, do not get confused, yeah, because it's German dictionary and vocabulary is not thing that you will learn in 1 or 2 days. It's very deep. So the normal meaning that we need to remember for this asset is double S. Yeah, if you see a word containing this, and if you see a different meaning and pronunciation, do not panic. It is German. One word or one letter can have a lot and lot of meanings. It's just the beginning. Similarly, in this, you can find many where it's written as somewhere like this, and somewhere they would just put up a B. Yeah, basically you would find out. So you need to understand, whenever you see small z and capital B, it is related to Beispiel. Small z and capital B. Remember, the sign is small z, always small z and capital B. If you see somewhere like this, Z and B, it is not example. It is not the short form for example. Okay, now why I'm telling you, because some of my students in the last batch, they after completing A1, they appeared for the A1 examination, and there is in the book, or there in the question paper, they were given this thing ZB. Yeah, so it was basically a part of a text. It was basically a part of a text which is used to indicate, or the text was indicating something about the previous time. So they thought that this is for example, and they understood the text very wrongly. Yeah, so they came to me that, ma'am, zum Beispiel, and then we read this. Then it's very important to let them know that whenever you see small z and B, sometimes you might also see as this sign. So don't mix it up. It's always zum and Beispiel. Remember that. It's a very small thing, but this is something that can make a like confusion, or that can create confusion. So please remember, it is zum Beispiel. Even if you see it with B, the only thing is the Z will always be smaller. The Z is always be smaller. If you see it with a big Z, before getting the meaning, ask me once. Because this thing depends upon what we are talking about. Basically, Z, small z and capital B, and sometimes also this asset thing is equal to zum Beispiel. This is what the thing is. And why did I tell you right now this? Because in your book, you are getting, or you will be getting some texts in which this thing will be very common. So you should know that small z and capital B is the sign of zum Beispiel. And in many where, in order to eradicate the confusion, they have made it better like this, so that people they don't get confused. Otherwise, in many books, you can find as asset. But we'll keep it. Okay, let me know if you see something like this, and then if you let me know the meaning. If you're not able to get it, ask me the meaning, I'll help you without. But right now, just forget everything and remember this is this thing. Yeah, just remember this two things. Now, yeah, I'll come to the question. How do you question in order to, and Damen and Frau. Damen is used in the emails and something. Frau is a more likely we have got this word in place of lady. So whenever you are addressing a lady, please use Frau. Don't use Damen. Damen is an obsolete word. We don't use it much. Okay. So now question regarding hobbies. So now, as I told you, was machen Sie, was magst du? We can simply also ask, was sind Ihre hobbies? Hobby is a word that in German and English we have same. Hobby is called as das Hobby, that is the hobby with double B, the hobby. And the plural form is the hobbies, that is the hobbies. Yeah. Was sind Ihre hobbies? Okay. Now it can also be was sind deine hobbies? Now again, why is the two questions? Anybody can let me know the difference between deine and ihre? What can be the difference here?
Here is for use for formal and dine
Very
is for
good.
informal.
Very good. So if you want to ask somebody formally, you would say, what's in their hobbies? What are your hobbies? And if you like to ask somebody informally, then you can say, what's in their hobbies? Now, this is one way of two ways of asking regarding hobbies. One way, the third way is also given in your book. That means using the verb to ask about somebody's hobby. For example, Sana told me that sie singt gern. She likes to sing. So if I have to repeat the same question to Ashwin, that do you also like to sing? Do you also like to sing? So I would pick the verb, that is singen, and I would conjugate it with, so I'll keep it in the first place. Normally, the position of the verb is second place, but when we make question, we put the verb in the first place. Then we put the subject, singst du gern? It means, do you like to sing? Singst du gern? So this question can be either answered in yes or no. If Ashwin would say, yeah, I like to sing, then Ashwin would say, yeah is yes. Ich singe gern. If Ashwin's answer will be no, then he would say nein. Ich singe nicht so gern. Ja, ich singe gern. Nein, ich singe nicht so gern. Yeah. So singst du gern? Do you like to sing? Now you can replace
Will the
this
nicht
singst
come
with
before
any
the gern
word.
or after the gern?
What?
The nicht.
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 Okay, it is pronounced as nicht. Nicht. It's a way to I would say negate a sentence.
Okay, but is it before gern or after gern?
It's ich singe nicht so gern.
We'll never say.
We put it before gern.
Okay, take. It should come after the verb.
Yeah, it should go after the verb. Even though this has got many positions, but right now it would go after the verb.
Okay, so it
Positioning of
depends.
nicht, we will do in B1. It's a long story. Right now, remember, it should come after the verb.
Okay.
Now, in place of singen, you can put any other word. For example, let me ask Samriddhi. Just make sure to conjugate the verb correctly. So I'm asking Samriddhi, like she likes to photograph. So photograph first du gern. So Samriddhi, your answer is what? What? Fotografiers du gern?
Yeah, ich fotografiere gern.
Fotografiere. Fotografiere gern. Yeah. So if you want to ask somebody regarding a particular hobby, then just take the hobby in the first place, conjugate it with the verb, and then conjugate it with the subject, and then make a question. Now, for example, you forgot the conjugation. Then the easiest way is make it a formal sentence. Singen Sie gern? Singen Sie gern? Yeah. Fotografieren Sie gern? So if you don't know the conjugation, if you have forgotten the conjugation, make sure to make the sentence as formal. Then you need not to conjugate the verb. So similarly, you have in your book, like, hörst du gern Musik? Now, Musik hören is one such thing in which we also have a noun. Music is a noun. So whenever we make the question with this thing, we would do it like this. hörst du gern Musik? So Musik will go at the end. It's not hörst or hören Sie Musik gern. Hörst du gern, and the last place will be Musik. So I exactly cannot tell you why it is going at the last because it's not in the chapter. Just remember that when you have to make question with music, Musik hören, make it as hörst du gern Musik. Hörst du gern Musik. Now, let's see. I have to make the question with kochen. Who can make the question with kochen?
Kochst du gern?
Yeah, kochst du gern. And now if I have to ask particular thing, like, do you like to cook? Okay, Kuchen. Kuchen means cake. Okay, warten. Der Kuchen means cake, remember. So now I have to include this word also, the cake. So how do we say it? Do you like to cook cake?
Kochst du kochen?
9. Kochst du gern. The last place will be Kuchen. Kochst du gern Kuchen. So when you have a noun in the question, put it at the last. Kochst du gern Kuchen. Similarly, if okay, if I Sana, this is for you. You need to ask me that do I like to cook pasta? So pasta is same as pasta, no change. So how would you ask me that? Make it informal for pasta.
I don't know, like for which form of cook, like how to conjugate cook when the word is era.
9. Why era? Okay, it's like I told you that you need to make the question informal. So what is the formal of you? The formal you?
Z. So,
Z. So
kochen Sie
very
pasta.
good. Kochen Sie gern, and the
Pasta.
last word is pasta. Yeah. Kochen Sie gern pasta. So my answer would be 9. Ich koche nicht gern pasta. I don't like to cook pasta. Yeah. So this is how. And if you have a, I would say neutral answer. Neutral means you like to and you don't like to do as well. For example, somebody asks you, okay, lesen is a verb that is very informal. So the conjugation of lesen is a bit different. Let us do that. Ich lese. Do least. Please write the conjugation because it's different and it doesn't follow any pattern. So you need to learn it. Do least. Sie es least. Again. Wir lesen. Ihr lest. And the last one, Sie lesen. So now, if somebody asks me, liest du gern Bücher? Do you like to read books? So now my answer to this question is, like, I like also, I don't like also. So if you cannot decide on a positive or a negative answer, you can simply say, as geht so. As geht so means the answer is equivalent to yes or no kind of thing. It doesn't have, or I won't give you an exact translation to the sentence because it will not make sense. As geht so means, yeah, the person would understand that, yeah, sometimes you like to do, sometimes you don't like to do. That's what. As geht so. As geht so. Likewise, or like sometimes, maybe at times. So, ich lese, du liest, sie es liest, wir lesen, ihr lest, sie lesen. If you don't remember the conjugation, please make it formal. Lesen Sie gern Bücher? Yeah, ich lese gern Bücher. Ich lese nicht gern Bücher. Or you can simply say, es geht so. So this is how you talk about hobbies. You can say, was machen Sie gern? Was sind Ihre Hobbys? Or you can say, liest du gern, schwimmst du gern, kochen Sie gern, like that. So this is how we talk about our hobbies. Now, Apart from the hobbies that we had in our book, any other words that you want to know from me that is not given in your book as a hobby thing and you would like to know it? Any hobbies? Anything? Because we have only simple like Ryzen, Kino, Lazen. Anybody who likes to, anybody is here who likes to go to shopping? If you are a shopping fan, then the shopping word is shoppen.
Watch
Shoppen.
television.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Shoppen, to shop. So you would say, is shopper gern. I like to shop. Watch television is fan sehen. Yeah. Now, there is a trick here. Fan sehen. Fan basically means your TV, right? Just a very, I would say, a very logical example I'm giving you. Sehen means to see. Sehen means to see. So you would not say it like that. Ish fan zeha. Don't say it like that. Rather, this is a wrong sentence. So whenever you like to make sentence with TV, watching TV, write it always as ish zeha gyan fan. This is the correct way to answer it. And why do we answer it again? I cannot give you the reason because this is not, it's a grammar topic which we deal in the chapter 4. So, okay, just remember, if you want to talk about TV, just remember this line, Ish zeha gyan fan. Ish zeha gyan fan. This is a wrong way to answer it. Ish zeha gyan fan. Yeah. Ish zeha gyan fan. If you like to watch series on laptop, you can say Ish zeha gyan Zarian. Zarian means series of laptop. I like to watch series on laptop. Ish zeha gyan Zarian of laptop. Or you can also say Ish ze. Sorry, this took me a lie. Ish zeha gyan filmer. I like to see films. Ish zeha gyan filmer. Ish zeha gyan filmer. I like to see TV or movies. What else? If you like to play computer games, you would say Ich spiele gern Spiel. Ich spiele gern Spiel auf oder ich spiele gern Computerspiel. Computerspiel. Ich spiele gern Computerspiel. Computer, the actual word is computer, but we call it computer, doesn't, because it's similar to English, so we don't make it computer. It doesn't sound, to me, it never sounded good. So I always called it computer only. Ich spiele gern Computerspiel. Then what else do you like to include here? Let me know. Any common activity? Nothing? Is it okay? Ich sehe gern Serien auf Laptop. Ich sehe gern Filme. Ich spiele gern Computerspiel. I think it's okay. Yeah. Anything else, Sana?
What is the German word for debate? Like if you like to debate, then what is the German word for that?
Okay, debate is called Debatte. Debatte. The debatte. Debatte. That's debate. So you like to do debate?
Yes, for me, it's like speaking skills are what I like.
Okay, so you can say simply ich mache gern Debatte. I like to do debates. Yeah, ich mache gern Debatte. Ich mache gern Debatte. Anything else? Samriddhi and Ashwin, do you like to know anything in here? Anything, any extra sentence? We are doing it some extra sentences from the book, outside from the book. So,
Repair
right?
things.
Prepare.
Yeah. Repair.
Repair. Okay. Ich repariere gern. Repariere gern. Ich repariere etwas gern. Etwas is a word that gives the meaning of something. Etwas. So I like to repair something. So ich repariere etwas gern. Ich repariere etwas gern. Yeah.
What if I like to draw something like drawing?
Okay, very good for drawing. Ich habe das Wort vergessen. Ein Moment. Zeichnen. Yeah. Drawing is zeichnen. So ich zeichne etwas oder ich zeichne etwas gern.
What is etwas?
Zeichnen. That etwas is something. Etwas is something. And if you like to paint, drawing and paint, they are two different things. If you like to paint something, we can say ich male sehr gern. Male. Malen and zeichnen. Zeichnen means to draw. Zeichnen. Sorry, zeichnen, not zeichnen. Zeichnen means to draw. And malen means to paint. They are two different things. So remember. Sorry, zeichnen. Es tut mir leid. Zeichnen. Yeah, it's zeichnen sehr gern. Yeah, zeichnen and malen. So ich zeichne sehr gern. Oder ich zeichne, that means to paint. And male sehr gern. Malen means to paint something. So draw and paint. They are two different things, remember. Anything else? Here? Any common word? Let me see if I remember something. I don't think so. Yeah, 9. That is okay. Zeichne sehr gern. Oder ich male sehr gern. Okay.